They handed me the envelope like it was a gift. My mother's smile didn't reach her eyes. My father cleared his throat, rehearsed authority trembling behind it. And my sister held her phone up, recording, waiting for the punchline she thought I would provide with my humiliation. I opened the envelope. OC. Disownment papers, signed, dated, prepared well in advance. My birthday candles were still burning behind them. I remember the way the flames flickered when I laughed. Quiet. Controlled. I'll watch the news in 2 days, I said. That was all. No shouting, no tears, just a warning they mistook for a joke. They laughed. My sister zoomed in on my face, hoping to catch it cracking. It didn't. 2 days later, they would call me sobbing. But in that moment, I simply walked out, my shadow stretching longer than the childhood I was leaving behind. People assume betrothal begins with cruelty. Mine began with love. Stupid, hopeful, loyal love. I spent years being the family anchor, driving them to hospitals, paying bills they never thanked me for, sacrificing birthdays, promotions, relationships to be the dependable one. Emily was the golden child, the future. I was the present, the one they lived off and still resented. But I believed loyalty meant something. I believed blood meant something, and for a long time, I believed they loved me the way I loved them. Birthdays were the only day I allowed myself to hope. One day a year when I waited for them to finally see me. They never did. It started small. A message left open on Emily's phone during a family gathering in our home on Maple Street in Columbus, Ohio. We'll hand him the papers that day. Record his face, he'll finally understand. They had planned it. They had enjoyed planning it. Then I overheard my mother on the phone with Aunt Lisa. We're cutting off dead weight this year. Dead weight, after everything. I didn't react, didn't scream, didn't confront. I simply started paying attention. Patterns surfaced, money rerouted. My name removed from family accounts I had once funded. Whispers about selling the house in Columbus that I'd helped them keep. They had been preparing to erase me long before my birthday. The papers were only the final flourish. The betrayal wasn't the disownment. It was the laughter. There's a moment when pain hardens into purpose. Mine arrived the night before my 36th birthday, when I decided I would let them do it. I would let them hand me those papers, let them record me, let them think they'd strip me of everything, because they didn't know I had already started pulling strings. Quiet ones, legal ones, strings they never taught me to use. I didn't want revenge that was loud. I wanted consequences that were calm, factual, irreversible. They had underestimated the one person who always watched, always listened, always remembered. Step 1, the house. I was the guarantor on the mortgage for the place on Maple Street. They didn't know the renewal required my signature. I declined it. The bank didn't give them a grace period. Step 2, the business. My father's small hardware store in Dayton, the one I'd built the website and bookkeeping system for. He had forgotten the domain and the financial software was still in my name. I suspended both. No access, no sales, no customer data. Step 3, the tax investigation. Not revenge, just truth. I submitted a formal report of years of unfiled income. I had repeatedly warned them about receipts, dates, evidence, all factual, all traceable. Step 4, Emily's job. Her HR department at the marketing firm in Cleveland received the video she had recorded of my disownment, along with a polite note asking whether public humiliation of a family member aligned with their professional code of conduct. No accusations, just a question. I didn't need to destroy them. I only needed to remove the safety nets they had taken for granted. The world did the rest. 2 days later, my phone lit up with frantic calls. First my mother, hyperventilating. Then my father, his voice breaking for the first time in my life. Then Emily not crying for me, but for herself. Please, it was just a joke. A birthday prank. You weren't supposed to take it seriously. I let them talk. Let them unravel. Let them feel the consequences settle around them like cold water. Then I said, it's too late. Silence. The kind that rewrites history. They wanted a reaction on camera. Instead, they filmed the moment I let go of them forever. People think revenge is fire, but no, fire burns fast. Real revenge is ice, slow, patient, precise. It waits until the betrayer realizes the damage wasn't sudden, it was earned. On my 36th birthday, Karen and Richard handed me papers that said I no longer belonged to them. 2 days later, the world handed them the same truth. and for the first time in my life, I felt free.